to invite our guest, Sahil Kandoi from India, PSSM India. Sahil is an entrepreneur and the founder of Awakened Youths, an organization for the like minded to spread the path of light. He is a community builder who believes in expressing oneness in his every action. He has been on the path of spirituality and associated with PSSM for the past 12 years. He is now inspiring the youth across the globe to accept meditation as a lifestyle. So, Sahil, please, the stage is yours.
Thank you, Patriji, for such a beautiful introduction. And I'm so grateful to be here. I'm grateful to everyone, the whole team. Thanks to Patriji, the grand master of everything, for creating such opportunities for everyone to express in such freeness and such truth. So, hi guys, my name is Sahil Kandoi. As Pariji has already expressed, that it's been 12 years in this journey of mine into this beautiful realm of spirituality. I've been given some time to share my journey with all of you guys. So I'd love to take the opportunity to tell you how it for me the journey into a plant-based diet was such a different journey. I feel it's unique for everybody, but I would like to share mine too. So it all began with me questioning life, and I was this young student in Bangalore doing my education, completing my BBM graduation, where there was only one purpose in my life, that was to party as hard as possible. The only thing that I wanted to do is enjoy my life out and do whatever it takes to have fun. We all want to do that. Nothing wrong about it. Till now, there's nothing wrong about it. But in so doing it, we do it sometimes unconsciously. We do not realize what our actions are going to create into our future. As Patri sir said, every thought counts, every act matters. So I was not very conscious of my action then. So one day, just questioning what life has to offer. One day I just questioned to myself, is this all life is all about? Is partying every day, is life, is this what life is all about? Is there more to life? So there was this one question that I raised in me, and for surely it was answered one day when I was randomly going to a picnic in Bangalore, and coincidentally, my bike I had a flat tire right in front of the gate of the Pyramid Valley. So if you're not aware, there is this grand center called as the Pyramid Valley in Bangalore itself. Which is a humongous 160 feet by 160 feet pyramid where around 5,000 meditators can meditate inside, with the king's chamber for higher energies. So I had no clue about these things. I had a flat tire. I had some time to kill. I said, let's see what this place is. Pyramid Valley sounds interesting. So I just entered the pyramid, and to my surprise, when I saw that humongous structure in a pyramid shape in the middle of nowhere, I sure thought that this is going to be some alien research center, or must be some secret alien landing spots, where crazy things must be happening. So that got me excited, because I was doing some research on these things before, and this got me really excited. I said, let's explore this. So I entered, and coincidentally, everything was free inside, and I entered and I asked someone, what is the whole point of this structure? So they said, it's an energy house. If you meditate inside, it's as good as meditating in the Himalayas. I was like, okay, oh, it's about meditation. That's not something I really want to get into. I want to have fun. That's not what we do. So I kind of came out of that place. I never thought of meditating inside the pyramid, and then eventually, so but that was one. So that day I did not meditate. I just came out of that place and I went back to my job. Did my fun, party, and then came back. But after that day, every time I would do anything exhilarating, I would start seeing the pyramid. I would just see the pyramid. Every time I would go high, every time I would, get really excited, I would see the pyramid. So I thought there is something about this place that which keep. So I kept going to that pyramid. After that, I just kept going there to have fun, to just feel the vibe, never knowing that it has so much in my life right now. So then I started going. One day I went, and then I decided. I said, okay, let's give it a try. What's wrong in trying it? What's wrong in trying meditation? So I entered the pyramid, and I just sat, and that one for the first time when I sat there in the pyramid, so people asked me if you know how to meditate. I said, no, I have no clue. And I just entered and I was like, okay, somebody gave me a leaflet saying, just feel your natural breathing and relax and surrender. I said, that's easy. Anybody can do that. So I went out the pyramid. I was chilled out. I relaxed out and I just closed my eyes and I started feeling my breath. And just after like 10 minutes or so, I could, feel this pure light, pure white light entering my body, moving into my cells, every cell after the other. And slowly, it took over my whole body. And just after 15 minutes, I opened my eyes and I was like, whoa, what just happened? So that was surprising. I was not expecting something like that to ever happen. But what happened to me was real. I knew it was real because I felt it. It was as real as this touch. So I could not convince anybody, but I knew it was real. So that day I started questioning. I said, oh my God, there is so much more happening in this world around us, which we can't see, but it is a fact. It is real as you and me. So since then I became curious about it and I started exploring. In that journey, I found Osho. I started listening to him then I started exploring more about meditation. Then I realized uh, that there is so much more about this, and there is so many people who've already spoken about it, but the youth are so less aware about it. Hence, I started exploring it further, and I started meeting more youngsters in this journey. And that's when I started meeting so many youngsters who were in the path of spirituality. I met Patriji eventually, which I had to. And okay, I'll tell you before I met Patriji. So what happened? What led me to meeting him? It was what we're talking about today. You know how clear he is about being plant based, about being a vegetarian. Maybe I could not have met him if I wouldn't have turned one. So I was a non-vegetarian. I used to eat non-veg even after meditating. I practiced it. I remember in my younger days, people used to convince me to become vegetarian because in my family we don't eat non-veg food, but I would eat it as a rebel. So people tried to convince me every single time to turn vegetarian. It's very bad, and but I would never be convinced. I would rather convince them to start eating. So I was someone who's very experience based. So until it happened from within me, I did not change. So one fine day, I remember the day I decided that from today I'm going to meditate every day. That no matter what happens today, I'm going to today from today I'm going to start taking meditation seriously. And I decided that okay, from today I'll meditate seriously. So let me sit. And that was after like 1 minute, 1 year of casual meditation. So one day came, I said, okay, let's take it seriously. Let's do it every day. So the day I decided that, I closed my eyes and I sat into my meditation. Suddenly, I could see bones, blood hanging in my body. I could see blood and bones, and a lot of violence and a lot of anger. Suddenly, in my meditation, I had never seen something like this. I had never seen such a hellish experience. I always had great experiences. I mean, I thought meditation is a super way to go high, but I could have not imagined that I would see something like this. So for the first time, I saw something very dark. And after seeing what I saw in my meditation, I realized that all that darkness was inside me. When I opened my eyes, I was numb. I could not speak. I almost went into silence. And I just went into the dining table where I knew my family was sitting. And very casually, as if I just knew it, I looked up and I just said that from today, I'm turning vegetarian. All that hell, all that darkness that I saw inside me was because of all these animals that I've eaten in the past. I have done it in ignorance, but now since I'm aware, I cannot do it again. And that was the day everything changed. My brother was there. He was trying to leave non-veg for the past 5 years. He said, I've tried leaving it for 3 days, for 3 times. I said, you've left it 3 times because maybe you're doing it out of your mind, but I have seen it. I know it for a fact what it does to my energy. I know it for a fact what it does to my soul. And I'm not going to do this to my soul ever because I saw it. It was very clear and evident in front of my eyes after that meditation that it's not something we can indulge in. Since then, it's been 10 years now since I've become vegetarian. And I have, I cannot even think about moving back into the non-veg food or killing animals. I just, after that, automatically my compassion increased. I saw things differently. I felt things differently. And obviously, my heart opened up in a way that I could not have opened otherwise. And I felt much lighter. It took some time for me to clear out all that from my energy system. It was not that that moment itself it was gone. No, it took me time to heal myself from all that darkness that was in me because of all the things that I've done unconsciously in the past. But better late than never, I did realize and I turned vegetarian. And the day and the year I turned vegetarian, that's when I eventually was led to Patriji. And when I met Patriji, he was one soul who told me right away, just after meeting me, that you have been meditating. Now, guess what? It's time for you to start teaching. Go out, be a master, go out and teach meditation to the world. You are now ready for it. So that was my next step. The moment I met Patriji, where he turned a meditator into a master, who turned a meditator into a teacher. And now, and since then, I've been reaching out to so many youngsters. I've been going out to so many events where I reach out and find these youngsters, these young souls who are in this path of spirituality, and are walking alone. You know, and then these youngsters, especially young people who are awakening now because of this new age, because of the photon belt, because of the cosmic energy which is increasing, because of the Schumann resonance which is increasing every day after 2012. As the energies are increasing, there are young souls who had planned their life to come in this point of time are awakening. They're all rising up. They're all awakening to things that they could have never imagined. Like for me, the light was something out of nowhere, something that I could not have imagined, but it happened to me. So now I realize that there are so many youngsters in the world who are awakening right now, and they need to be understood. They need to be received. They need to feel understood by someone. Their families might not be understanding them because they are the new consciousness. These children are the new age. They are the new consciousness, and they need to be understood. And they're walking alone in this path, and there are very few people who can bring them in as a family member. So I thought, let's do this. And I started reaching out to as many youngsters as possible across the world through the social media. I kind of connected with as many people. I recognize the gift in all. I know that we are all gods. That's what Patri Sir has taught us, that we are all gods. I know that we are all gods. So I started seeing the strength in everyone. I encouraged people to be themselves and express your uniqueness, your abundance, and share it with people so that we can co-create heaven in earth, because that's the only way it's possible. And bring together, experience the strength of oneness, because this is the age of Maitreya Buddha. Buddha said exactly 2500 years ago that he's going to come back. But this time, I don't see it coming as one person, but I see Maitreya Buddha coming as a collective of all of us, as a collective of youngsters who are from all over the world, having gifts and abilities shared among so many people. So I feel Maitreya Buddha is already here in the form of so many of us, so many masters sharing the same truth with each other. So we need to learn from each other. We need to work together. We need to work in collaboration. We need to work in oneness and not just talk about it, but truly express it in our action by respecting everyone, by respecting each other, by respecting the wisdom and the path of everyone, and working together. I guess this whole congregation says that we are all from different fields here together, gathered today in the umbrella of PSSM, of Patriji, of doesn't matter, but the umbrella. But one umbrella that encompasses all of us, because we're all doing the same work. Let us do it together. Let us acknowledge the strength of each other and do it together. That's what I also believe. And I learned this from Patriji, obviously, and that's what we are incorporating in Awakened Youths. That's how I actually founded an organization called as Awakened Youths. Um, you can find us in Instagram, Awaken Youths, and you can find us in YouTube channel where we have shared a lot of videos about these youngsters awakening, and we're doing a lot of activities. We have a pyramid in my house. We have a pyramid center where we invite youngsters from all over the colony to come and meditate with us in the pyramid also. And it's been an amazing journey since then. Yeah, I have connected with so many youngsters, and with every new youngster awakening, it's like a flower in me blossoming. I really feel it. So, and that's how I have made it my purpose, my joyous passion, my joyous purpose, to to share this light, share this wisdom of a meditation, the Anapanasati, the simple meditation that Buddha gave us 2,500 years ago. And here he is again here in the form of Brahma Rishi Patriji, who's giving us this meditation again, the simple form of clear meditation, that is being with your natural breath. And everything just happens with that. So it's such a simple tool which we can easily share and give it away to people so that they can awaken themselves. They don't have to depend on anybody for their own awakening. So since then, I'm on that journey, and I've co-founded Awaken Youths, and I have been in touch with amazing youngsters throughout this journey. And I to even now intend to reach out to as many youngsters, connect with them, and learn from them, and incorporate them in one organization so that we can all grow through our own abundances, through our own uniqueness and our talents. So that's been my journey. And thank you, everybody.